But today, I want to take a moment to share a secret that can really change your masculine energy greatly, boost your recovery power, and improve your physical performance. I'm talking about an amazingly simple and easy combination: olive oil and a common kitchen item. Have this mixture before bed and make peace with your body, a body that throughout the night has received all the nutrients it needs for the best hormone production. Most importantly, stay with me until the end of the video, because in the final part, I will show another fantastic combination that most men haven't even heard of, and its combined effect on your reproductive health and hormonal balance can be amazing. So, go ahead, benefits of olive oil for men over 50, and hit the subscribe button right now so you don't miss any of our golden tips. All right, let's get to a very, very important question. Why is your testosterone level dropping? Why men over 50 experience hormonal decline? If you're over 45 to 50 years old, you've probably noticed that your muscle recovery after exercise has slowed down. Your energy levels fall throughout the day, you're more likely to store fat around your stomach, and your enthusiasm for life, motivation, and mental health aren't what they used to be. These signs shouldn't just be blamed on getting older. Yes, testosterone goes down by about 1 to 2% per year after the age of 30, but more serious drops are often rooted in environmental factors, long-term inflammation, and nutritional shortages. This is where we can change the situation with simple steps. But extra virgin olive oil is the foundation for boosting hormones. Testosterone is a steroid hormone, and your body needs cholesterol and healthy fats to make it. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fatty acids, which directly give the essential building blocks for hormone creation. Without enough fats, the body's hormone production line simply stops. But men, olive oil is rich in powerful polyphenols, especially oleuropein. These compounds lower oxidative stress and whole body inflammation. Why is this important? Because long-term inflammation is the biggest destroyer of healthy testosterone. When the body is in an inflamed state, it shifts its resources from hormone production to fighting inflammation. Studies have shown that men who regularly have olive oil have higher testosterone levels compared to others. In one study, olive oil users saw a 17% increase in their testosterone levels over 3 weeks. But let's talk about the importance of timing your intake for the best results. At night. Did you know that a large part of your testosterone production happens during the night, especially in deep sleep cycles? This is exactly why having this before bed gives your body the raw materials it needs right when your body is naturally making testosterone. All right, let's move on to the items that should be eaten with olive oil. The first item is raw honey. It must be original and unprocessed. But a very important point is that it absolutely must be raw and unrefined, not heated. But why raw honey? The combined power of the raw honey is very important because it contains this vital substance. Research has shown that this specific supplement can increase free testosterone by up to 28% in just 1 week. It prevents proteins from binding to testosterone and turning it off. While B vitamins are essential for hormone creation and energy levels, the natural sugars it contains also help keep insulin levels steady throughout the night, and insulin resistance is directly linked to low testosterone. As for the recommended mixture, 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil plus 1 teaspoon of raw honey taken 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. The fat in olive oil slows the absorption of honey's sugar and stops sudden jumps in blood sugar. If you have ever used olive oil as a supplement, share your thoughts and experiences right now in the comments below this video. But the next item is ground cinnamon. Cinnamon is amazing. This spice is one of the strongest natural insulin helpers by improving the cell's response to insulin. Insulin sensitivity goes up, which reduces the need for its production. And high insulin levels are a main blocker of testosterone. Improving insulin sensitivity removes a major barrier for your hormones. It's also a powerful anti-inflammatory. The polyphenols in cinnamon reduce whole body inflammation. But how do we mix them together? 1 teaspoon of olive oil plus half a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of raw honey before bed. But now let's move on to the next important ingredient, which is fresh ginger. The research on ginger is surprising, and in multiple studies, ginger supplements have been shown to greatly increase testosterone levels. How does it work? It lowers oxidative stress in the testes, improves blood flow, and supports luteinizing hormone, which is the main signal for testosterone production. What about its mixture? 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon of pure raw honey, and 1/4 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. All right, let's move on to the fourth item, pumpkin seeds. These tiny seeds are nutritional powerhouses. They contain zinc. Zinc shortage is one of the most common nutritional causes of low testosterone. Zinc also stops the change of testosterone to estrogen. They also have magnesium, essential for hormone production and sleep quality. How should we eat them? 2 tablespoons of raw or crushed pumpkin seeds, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 tablespoon of raw honey. But let's move on to advanced mixtures for maximum absorption. The first one is turmeric. Curcumin is anti-inflammatory and improves insulin sensitivity. Curcumin on its own has low absorption, and curcumin is fat-soluble. This is where the role of olive oil comes in. The healthy fats in olive oil greatly increase the absorption of curcumin. The next item is black pepper. Adding a small amount of piperine found in black pepper increases absorption by up to 2 times. So the suggested mixture is as follows: 1 tablespoon of olive oil plus 1 teaspoon of honey, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and a small pinch of black pepper. But let's move on to the next ingredient, which is garlic and the activation of allicin. I know, garlic before bed might sound odd, but stay with me and keep watching the video. Garlic contains the compound allicin, which, according to animal studies, increases the release of the LH hormone and so boosts testosterone. It also helps improve blood flow and lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. The suggested mixture is as follows. Crush 1 clove of garlic and let it sit exposed to air for 10 minutes. Add 1 teaspoon of olive oil plus 1 teaspoon of honey. The honey greatly softens the taste. And now, the amazing combination I promised you, Brazil nuts. This food is one of the richest dietary sources of selenium, and just 2 or 3 Brazil nuts can meet your entire daily selenium need. Selenium is essential for thyroid function, lowering oxidative stress, and testosterone creation. And as for the suggested mixture, use 2 to 3 ground Brazil nuts, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 teaspoon of honey. All right, let's move on to a part that's beyond just supplements. The mixtures I mentioned are wonderful, but remember, you can't fix an unhealthy lifestyle with supplements alone. Get enough sleep. 7 to 10 hours of sleep at night. Lack of sleep can cut testosterone by up to 15%. Manage your stress. Cortisol and testosterone have an opposite relationship. So, final advice for men over 50 and 70, handling stress is absolutely crucial. Resistance training, weightlifting, and compound movements like squats are the most effective natural ways to raise testosterone. Also, lowering body fat. Extra fat, especially around the stomach, contains an enzyme that changes testosterone into estrogen. All right, thank you very much for staying with me until the end of the video. If you found this information useful, please like the video and share it with your friends. And until the next video, take care of your health and vitality. Goodbye.